You let the rat go in the play space and you let another rat go in there of about the same age. Imagine one rat's 10% bigger than the other. So what happens first is the rats wrestle. It's not aggressive. They wrestle just like Worldwide Wrestling Federation guys wrestle, you know, and for many of the same reasons. And the rats will pin each other, and if you pin the other rat, you win. So if you're 10% bigger than the little rat, then you can always pin him. You can always win. Okay, so then what happens is the big rat becomes dominant and the little rat becomes subordinate, and they have a wrestling match, and then they part. The next time they meet, because it's an iterated game, the next time they meet, the little rat has to ask the big rat to play. And he does that the same way that you ask a child to play. You know, you do your play stance, just like a dog does. You can understand when a dog does that. And so the little rat, you know, gets playful with the big rat, and then they play. But if you pair them repeatedly, the big rat has to let the little rat win at least 30% of the time, or the little rat won't invite him to play anymore. Right, that's cool. That's so cool, man. Jack Panksepp discovered that. He also discovered that if you tickled rats, they giggle, but they do it ultrasonically. So you have to, like bats. So he discovered the play circuit. It's a major neuroscience discovery. There's an ethic that emerges out of social interaction. And then, because human beings are conscious, we watch that ethic emerge, and then we start telling stories about it. We tell stories about the honorable person. And the honorable person who doesn't just win today's game, but wins it in a way that makes everyone invite him to play games infinitely into the future, right? So that makes you the meta player. That's what you're trying to be. And that's the hero who goes into the unknown, right? It's the person who acts in proper interactions with other people. It's truly an emergent ethic. It's real. It's more real than anything else. We map that, and that's somehow associated with our consciousness. Well, we need to understand these sorts of things in order to put a biological structure underneath our religious thinking again, and to tie it into our scientific knowledge, and to become awake and aware of these sorts of things so that we can re-establish the foundation underneath our culture. And it's a terrifying thing to do because it does place a burden on people, right? But you want a burden. And it's so interesting. It's really one of the things that's also so cool about what's been happening. I don't understand this. I commented on this at the University of Toronto debate. The first thing I did, which was unexpected to me and everyone else, they didn't know what the hell I was doing, as I looked around, I said, hey, you know, 80% of the people in this room are men. It's like, why is that? Something's going on here, and it's an indication that men and women have different interests. 91% of my viewers are men. What the hell? Why is that? Look at this room. It's almost all men, and men don't come to these sorts of things, generally speaking, right? Maybe because they're stubborn and ornery, but so there's also something specifically in this for men, and by implication for women, because what do you want, useless men? No, you don't want useless men, that's for sure. Although, if you have a useless man, you get to dominate him. And so maybe that's not such a big price to pay for having someone around that you can treat like an infant. So that's the downside of the war between men and women. But a woman with any sense wants a man who's dangerous but tame. So maybe that's part of, well, we'll leave it.